So now I would like to hand over to Dr. Uwe Albrecht. He's the CEO of lkow. What's the exact name? Ludwig Systemtechnik, LBST, from Ottobrunn, I think, and he will do the moderation of today. I wish you a very nice conference, a lot of interesting talks and interesting informations. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Well, thank you so much for the introduction, Robert. I hope everybody can see and hear me, as well as Jörg, who will also share some of the introduction. Can you just give me a quick okay, because we're on a different screen here apparently.
Yes, we can hear you and see you very well.
Perfect. All right. So a very warm welcome from me as well, and thanks for the introduction, Robert. Yes, I'm Uwe Albrecht, Managing Director of LBST. Just for your background, we're advising in sustainable energy provision and sustainable mobility. For the past 4 decades, actually, we've always had a focus on hydrogen throughout the years, and are more than happy that hydrogen is finally gaining the recognition it deserves, even in the public and in the energy discussions that we read about in the paper actually every day when we look at the news. We have an exciting and quite dense program ahead of us with 3 sessions, a general session right now, then later in the afternoon a session on heavy-duty vehicles, heavy-duty mobility, and after a lunch break, a look at the infrastructure to serve hydrogen, particularly to mobility applications, then concluding with a panel discussion on policy elements in the early afternoon. We will be setting the scene with a keynote from Mayra Kusch from the World Energy Council, looking at the development on hydrogen globally and what that means for us here in Germany in particular. We will then have a look briefly at transport and distribution. As you all know, hydrogen, due to its low volumetric density, has a larger share of cost when you deliver it from A to B in transport and distribution than any other energy carrier. So that's what makes it more important than for any other energy carrier to look at that segment. Simon Morgeneier from the German Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Association will look at that. We'll then have a look at the vehicle segment from a system perspective. Johannes Stöckler will do that from the German Hydrogen and Fuel Cell Association. And from a corporate perspective, Jürgen Goldner from BMW. And we'll finish up the first session with Vincent from Toyota and from the CEP, looking at regulations, codes, and standards. The regulatory and policy environment is a very decisive element in making energy, any energy application, but hydrogen in particular, successful. Before we go into the proceedings, I'd like to hand over to Jörg, who will give a few words of welcome from GP Joule and from the CEP.
Yeah, thank you very much, Uwe, for a kind introduction. Also from my side, welcome to all those taking part in the conference. CEP turned 20 this year, and now the topics we work on more relevant than ever. The infrastructure for heavy-duty and long-haul transport is currently one of the most important topics for which answers need to be developed. We as CEP are right in the middle of it with our partners. The solutions that are processed and evaluated here are the basis for building of an EU-wide infrastructure. So look forward to an exciting day with extremely interesting presentations and discussions. And now back to Uwe.
Thank you, Jörg. And now, without further ado, we'll start with the presentations for today. We'll start with the keynote from Mayra Kusch from the World Energy Council in Germany. Mayra is heading the Berlin office of the World Energy Council, Weltenergierat Deutschland, so the German branch of the World Energy Council. She's been with the World Energy Council for at least a couple of years now, and I've had the pleasure myself to work with Mayra on some work on international hydrogen strategies. Before that, she worked as a senior consultant at the European Parliament and EPA, European Berlin, Brussels, and Political Affairs, GmbH, which is a strategy consultancy based in Berlin. Mayra is also a co-author of the book Liquid Gas and Bio-LPG in the Energy Transition. She's been in the energy sector for quite some time, and I'm really looking forward to your presentation, Mayra. It's great that things are advancing so fast. Over to you.